How are you guys? How are you doing?
Great! Great!
I'm so happy to be here today, and thanks for all your support in joining this public speaking contest, and thanks to Mr. Pham to give us the opportunity to express our ability in speaking English and as well as to improve our English skills.
Thank you.
So, to begin in my speech, I would like to ask you all questions. Do you think that men and women speak different languages?
Different.
Men and women?
Different. And different language from before after get married.
Maybe you're right.
You're right.
In my opinion, I do think that they speak differently in many other ways. So to see the difference, we should go back to 250,000 years ago, the time the language was developed. And from this time, men were hunters. The job required strength, creativity, physical endurance. The hunting job was a serious business, but it did not require much talking. While the woman stayed at home, doing the chores, took care of the children, working for safety and collecting nuts, berries, fruits, and all sorts of things like that. They talk much of the time while they're doing the chores and housework in order to keep the relationship with the other women in the group. So from that, daily life habit has changed the structure of each gender brain. So in the research, the scientists using the brain activity detector, and they found that man, when he talk and listen, he's only use his left brain glove. Otherwise, in women, they show activity on both left and right. So this means that the woman they have more ability in dealing with the language than the man. This is easy to recognize by teacher that from the early age, girls are dealing with the language better than boys. So due to the theory and obvious to see in the daily life that, for example, that you got twin brother and sister, a younger brother and younger sister, so about the same age, and you can see that the little girl over here, she mostly play with her puppet, her teacup, and most of the time she will talk with herself. And for the little boy, most of the time the sound, the words he used will be like the car sound, the toy gun sound. But he doesn't talk a lot. So our life had changed much better than before, but in some aspects we still maintain the old lifestyle of talking and listening. I'm going to give you guys some comparison about why the way each gender talk differently in the daily life, and you can apply the comparison to any aspect of life. For example, love, business, daily life activity, and there you are. First one, women they tend to speak faster and listening faster than a man. A group of women they can speak to each other at the same time and still make the same sound. But it's not going to work for the man. One man talk, the other have to keep silent. So the woman, they tend to keep everyone by tend to connect everyone by feeling, and the man want to show his status. You can see this obvious in the business, like when you talk with the person on the phone of a company, the woman, when you speak with a woman, you feel like more comfortable than when you speak with a man. And because the woman, they use their two brain glove for activity, so they can do many things at the same time, while the man just only one thing. You can see it's obvious, like for example, your mom, she can make up, watching TV, take care of the children, sometimes can read the newspaper at the same time. But your dad, when he's hammering, you know hammering? Yeah. When he's hammering, if something suddenly happens, he will hammer on his thumbs and make it hurt, make him hurt. So the woman, they love to ask, and men they tend to ask little, because the men, they ask little because they want to, they want the final answer. They want the bullet point to show their status. More like, and in love, the woman, they love to tell story. What a man, they like to look for solution. For example, a couple, when they talk to each other, the woman will, sometimes, so always tell the story to her partner, and the man in his brain, automatically he will think about a solution for her problems. That makes she not feel like she is important to her, to him. And it offers to see that the woman will love to talk around, when the man tend to talk straight to the bullet point. For example, your parents, suppose that they just went to shopping and your dad got a new suit while your mom got a new shoe. Suppose that your dad doesn't like the shoe, he will say straight to her, "Nah, I don't like that shoe." But your mom, she doesn't like the suit. She will say, "Nah, this doesn't look suit you, honey." Something like that. And that's all for my speech today. Thanks for listening.